Welcome to my channel. My name is Tyler. I'm a lo-fi and ambient music producer with 15-minute stream on Spotify. In today's video, I'm going to share with you a very easy way to make your first dark ambient track. So when we start a new genre, we always need to buy a new plugins, new synthesizer to make sure to make that tones of the music right. So today's video, I'm going to use the SYNTH. It is the free synthesizer, you can download it, and also the Mondo Loop Dark Ambient Volume 2 purchase sample pack. He created some of the sounds, the preset sound that you can use on SYNTH. You definitely can just use this purchase to create your first dark ambient track. And I bought this purchase on Black Friday and reached out to Mondo Loops that I really enjoy this pack, and I already make a few tracks just using this pack. So you definitely can follow this tutorial step by step to create your first ambient track. Mondo Loops is a very talented music producer, lo-fi girl artist, has over 1 million monthly listener on Spotify. Go check out his music, and really appreciate Mondo to give all of you a discount code that Tyler20. You can check out his website in the description link below and use the code Tyler20 to get 20% off. So if you missed the Black Friday sales, you can also get 20% off. So let's dive into the logic, and I'll show you step by step how you create your first dark ambient track. So first thing first, in the dark ambient, we always around 60 to 80 BPM, but there is no standard. You can create more slower. So it's just based on how slow you want, and depends on the melody. So basically around 60 to 80 in this range. So in this case, I used the A minor because it will be more easy for you if you don't know some music theory. So basically, this is the SYNTH. You can download it online for free, and then in this package, you already got everything that you need. You need bass, keys, lead sound, pad sounds, and some of the effect sounds, and I really like the pad sounds. So if you want to have a listen of these sounds, you can go to Mondo Loops YouTube. He had a video to break down how this pad sounds and how you can use it. So let's go straight into how we can create this track. So basically in dark ambient, we always just use some synthesizer sounds instead of some acoustic instrument. So basically we only have a few elements, but you can layer it how much that you want, and also you can keep it very simple to create this vibe. It is very easy in this tutorial. So basically we got the pad, the bass, melody. I will break it into one for the more mid-tone ones, and another one will be more high octave, and then we'll add some more pad sounds to layer on it, and some vocals, effects, and transition, and also the ambient for the texture. Super easy. So the first thing, you can find a sounds that for the texture ambient sounds. So now I just choose this final sounds. Just loop it. So basically for the length of the track, usually it is just around 1:30 to 2 minutes. It is around this range. We don't have to make it too long. So every time I start with the ambient music, I love to start with a pad sounds because I love the bass on this pad sounds to follow up to finding different sounds to fit that vibe. So this pad sound is from this Cinematic Darkness pad sounds. So they already got a lot of texture and movement. So in the dark ambient music, we always cut out all the high, and then these pad sounds are only focusing on this area of the sounds. Then if you haven't downloaded this before, just go download it. It is free, and I use this preset for it. So in the chord progressions, in dark ambient, we always love to add the 7th and the 9th note to the chord. So the first one, I'm going to A minor 9, F major 7, G 7, and also E minor 7. So before the plugin, the sounds will be like this. So you can hear already got the very dark ambient feelings, right? So in this case, I didn't make the chord to fill up 2 bar because I want the sounds have some like more dynamic when you hear the sounds going up and fade out a little bit and start another chord. So after the plugins will be like this. So already have a very nice atmosphere, ambient sounds, right? So next up, I love to immediately add the bass sounds, and the bass sounds we always love some very rumble in the low end. So this bass is basically the perfect one, and I only cut out the high and boost it a little bit on the low. So basically it is just the root notes of the chord, super easy. And after that, this is the first melody comes in, and in this case I want to teach you a little technique of using the arpeggio on Logic instead of playing the melody. But you definitely can play the melody. So in this chord progressions, I extended the chords from the first pads, and then I extended to 2 bar for 1 chord, and then I added some more notes. It is the bass note and the 5th note. So the first step, you need to go here to add the arpeggiator. You can play around with the range and different direction of the arpeggio and the variation and the octave range. So you can use this function to create some random melody, something like that. So basically I only added the EQ, and also you can see I added a gain plugin. It is because I want to have a little bit fade in my intro. So I will recommend you use the gain to make the fade in rather than the volume. After the arpeggiator will be like this. So this is also a dark plug free preset, and I twist a bit of the beat crusher because I love that beat crusher in dark ambient. So you can hear this melody will be more mid-range, right? So you can see I cut all the high and low in this range. So in this high melody, I will focusing on this range of the frequency, and it is from this spooky lead 2. And I just EQ and added a stereo delay from Logic stock plugins. So next up, I want to try to add some more like movement dynamic in more high frequency. So I found another pad sounds of this Lost Soul pad, and then I automated the higher frequency to make it more slowly fade in and out. So also I used this Valhalla Supermassive for the reverb, and I love this preset so much. So the sounds will be like this. So all together will be like this. So I only use 2 notes, and it is the same note with 1 octave. So next up, in the second part of the track, I take it out the pad 2 and then add some vocals into it. And I found this vault free sounding so good. And basically it is the same with the reverb and also EQ. So after that, I added some more atmosphere layer. It is just some noise sounds to give it more texture. It is way different when you're adding some more extra subtle sounds in this, but there is no right or wrong. You can add any sounds. I did a video on how you can use all the Logic plugins or the sounds in Logic to create that ambient. You can still find out some sounds in everywhere, but in this pack it is more direct that you can just make it immediately within these sounds. Sometimes limits your sound selection will be pushing you more faster to create and finishing a song. So in the mix will be like this. So you can see this part, I take it out the bass sounds when the melody comes in. It is because I just want to have a little bit drop and then go back to the bass. So this is also no right or wrong. You can make it everything that you want in the arrangement, something like that. So we also got the transition sounds in this pack. Rise 2, and this is basically is the white noise. and it is perfect to make it some transition between the track. So basically, I love to add it in when the intro going to the verse. I would love to add right here, and maybe sometimes add it between the different parts to add some more like movement, something like that. And before the outro, I love to add another one. So the sounds will be like this. So basically, it is just that easy. Don't have to make it so many layers. So the last thing is in the melody arpeggio, I just make it a little bit slowly to fade in, and also for the high cut frequency. And also in dark ambient track, we want to a little bit slowly to fade in the volume. So in this case, how can you make it this stereo out? So you just need to click on one of the layer, and then right click to just make it show the output track, and then they will show it right here. And then press A to make it in this automation pages, and then you just draw in the fade in and out a little bit of the volume, so you will have this feeling. Slowly coming. To be honest, I really like this track that I create. So drop a comment below, should I release this track? And do I need to make another video for how I will mix and master this track? If you would like to learn, drop a comment below. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button for my coming video. So see you in the next one.